Yeah, so no, we're getting there. We are getting there. Yeah. No. Yeah, like everything is out, so we are moving things around. Yeah. So I believe Friday. No, tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be moving. No, today. Today I'm expecting the mirrors. Yes. All right. Okay then. Bye then. Here we go. Talk about premium clients. You know, this is another flip. Let me tell you something. This is the guy who believed in me when, you know, I didn't know much about cycloramas, but he gave me the hardest job and I was able to complete it in 5 days. Here we go for another one. We are creating a cyclorama. You know, it has been an old office space, so we have to flip it and change it to give him a cyclorama and a makeup area, you know. And what we're going to do is flip it, all right? Think about it. What's a cyclorama? Well, a cyclorama in photography is an infinity wall. So it basically creates that kind of feel of, you know, an endless field. So basically you don't see any corners and sharp corners and edges. So basically photographers, when they're taking the photos or doing their videos, you find that they have actually a big background to actually work with and place things the way they want. So that's what a cyclorama is, and that's what we're creating for our client. He is the best photographer in town, you know. He is the best marketing agency. We're excited to work with you guys. So this is going to be the positioning of our cyc wall. It's a huge one. It's a huge one. It's roughly over about 25 square meters of floor space. So this is our drywall. It has already gone up. Yeah, a lot of work to be done, but it's already flashing. The corner has been done. I have something to fix here. Yeah. So, but the corner is in. Very stable. So the only thing that is left is now to get the background, you know, and then we do the cyc. So that is going to happen from today. That's the next work we're doing. But that is our space. So it's going to run from there up to here. So it's basically a huge wall. So guys, I'm really excited about this. It's another flip. Like I said, this is a premium client, so a lot of things we're gonna have a very big investment year in terms of equipment. So the client is gonna install his cameras, where you see the rails are already up. We are getting some good lights. He's importing some good lights to come in here. So it's a premium photo studio. So what are the things that we have to do first? Of course, cameras have to go in to make sure we have security. We can see everything that is going around. So yeah, the cameras are in. So now the next thing is for us to flip. Yeah, we are by the road. I expect that. All right, guys. I know this is the part you're always waiting for. Let's get to the numbers. Well, cyc is not that expensive, but it's gonna cost us some good money. Of course, putting up the drywall is gonna cost us about like 3.2. 3.2, you add on 3.5 for the base. That's already about 6.7. You know, then we add on maybe the painting, cyclorama painting might cost us like $1 million. That's already 8.5. That's already 7.5. Then of course the makeup area is going to cost us a bit of money because we have to buy the mirrors and then we have to brand them. So it's going to cost us a bit of makeup area is going to cost us about 2.5, basically 2.8. So that's already about 10 million roughly. And then of course labor costs and all the other professional fees about 3.5 million. So it's going to cost us about 10 million to get the project done. It's affordable. So we can actually get this. So, of course, we cannot have a cyclorama without a background, So we are going to have an automated background that we're going to have to install here. That's going to be done today. So we're going to install our automated background here and here. So it has about five different colors. So it's going to be installed here today before we do the wall, because once you have the cycle already running, you cannot install because we have to stand here and mount it on that wall and also the ceiling. So that's going to be done today and more to come. Yep. Every time that we don't come on site, it's money and it's credibility before the client. I always know these things are gonna come, but every time it comes, it hits me so hard. So, client I'm working on right now is a premium client, so I cannot afford to miss anything, and we cannot afford to fail to deliver. The timelines are strict. Today is day 2, and nothing is really happening on site. Rashid was supposed to be here today, was supposed to move the old mirror and the background from the other side, old side, and bring it here today, and he did what he does best. He did not show up. So basically, I know we have another site, but we made a commitment to this client to make sure that we deliver as per the timeline we agreed. But currently, Rashid is held up on the other side. So you might be thinking, why don't you get someone else? Well, my industry is very, 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 very tricky. So I cannot work with everyone. I only have to get a few specialists in different avenues, and then those are the guys I have to work with. So Rashid is my partner, so I'm stuck with him. We have to make sure we get the job done. So today the mirror is coming, the new mirror. The old mirror is still up, it's supposed to be down and brought to the new site. We're using the same specialist carpenter, Adam, the one we work with in every site. So he was at the old site working day and night, so he has delivered the other side. I need him here, but he cannot come here because he has to rest. Well, I understand, but my client doesn't understand that, so we have to set the ball rolling. So for that, what we are going to do tomorrow, we have to work again full day. It's a Sunday, we're supposed to be off, but no one is going to be off, so we are all going to be here crunching from as early as 6:30 in the morning. We have to go and change, get out the mirror, get the background in. Adam has to put up the background for the new mirrors and the new walls to go up. Rashid has to fix the lighting tomorrow. But as of now, things that I have control over, guys are not showing up. Things I don't have control over, they're hitting me. So, that's the life of a flipper. I have to find solutions. I have to get people because I deliver through people. So I have to get people to make sure we get the job done and according to the agreed timelines. The client has been calling me. Yesterday I got 5 missed calls from the client. I had a meeting, but that's no excuse. So I called him, we had a chat, promised to deliver today, but the only thing I've delivered today is a new mirror. A 4x4 mirror, for crying out loud, for the project that we're supposed to be doing. Today I should have laid the foundation of the floor for the cyclorama, but that hasn't been done. So the only thing the client sees is just a drywall that has been mounted. No work on it has been done, no finishing, no nothing. So a bit frustrating, but I have to turn this around. But that's where we are. That's the life of a flipper. I expect it, but every time it hits me different. Wow. What do we have to do? We have to continue flipping because we have to transform. That's what we keep on doing every single day. So what we're doing with my partner is tomorrow morning, we are shifting the background, we're shifting the other mirror. We are coming here in the morning, he's setting up his electrical wiring, and then, we are doing the background for the mirrors to go up, because I want the mirrors to go up, and then, we do the countertop for the makeup area. Maybe we can also work on the drawers. I believe then, by that time, these guys would already be doing they'll be done with their paintings. I think they also have to paint the ceiling before the same place as they're working on the cyclorama area, so they have to also work on the makeup area base as well, so that we can be able to, keep running. It's part of the business. It's a bit frustrating, but the reason why I'm the best in this business is because I find solution, and that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, it's another frustrating day. I'm about 3 days behind schedule. My carpenter that I was working with basically absconded from the site. He took everything else, like materials I bought, the arches I'm going to use to do the cyclo. He took them, some of the boards. So basically I'm 2 steps and 3 days late. Talked to the client. I have to be able to complete over the weekend. Today is Friday, so a lot of work has to be done. It's currently it's 3 p.m. So as you see over there, we are loading the old background. Remember I told you old background has to first go up, and then we start now working on the cyclo. So basically it's going to be a long Friday for me today. That one was almost 90% done, but we did that mirror. We had the branding on there. The client told us this is a different company, so we cannot have that branding there. So we have to take down that mirror, buy another new mirror, and then redo that segment. That's where we're at. So basically, then this has to be changed. Something else. The thing is slanting. Adam did not complete it, but we have to get the job done. So that's where we're at. Man, today has been very rough, basically. Of course, like I said, we have lost 3 days because the carpenter I was using prior basically absconded from the site after being paid. So most of the materials that were on I had to do some work on to do the arches for the cyclo, and to be able to close up the makeup area. Well, he's nowhere to be seen. He's not picking calls, and we have to go on because timelines are tight. So I've already lost 3 days, actually 3 days. So I have to get back up and run like a mad dog. Well, the beauty about it is we have been able to start. Gotten everything that we needed. The arches I had to go to town and do them myself. So basically, the best way to get something done, you have to do it yourself. So I had to go down there in town, do the hard work. So get the materials, take them to the machines, get the cuttings the way I want them, and then bring them to the site. So I have a designated carpenter that I've gotten, so he's going to be able to do the work. So right now, what's happening right now, the teams are busy fixing the background. So as soon as the background is up, now we're going to be able to start on the site work. So that's where we are. Bit of a setback, but hey, we get back it and we actually get the job done. Yeah. Another day to flip. What are you doing, nyege? For us, you're flipping. the client has come. He was very excited with what we have done so far. So from tomorrow moving forward, we're going to be doing a lot of flipping, day in, day out. I think we're going to have some night shifts here to get the job done, because we simply transform and we go an extra mile to make sure the client is fulfilled, and we execute as per what we are promised, above and beyond. The client was very excited about the background, because the very first time we placed it, he wasn't really sure that we were able to actually do the job, but we have done it again and we proved that we can actually get the job done. So the background is up. We have tested it. I think you saw it. We tested it and it's working. Of course, we are going to create another background as well. He has said he's going to add another background for us to install. But yeah, today I'll say it has been a very successful day. Yeah, so basically we have a lot to do. Like I say, we have a lot of exciting things that we're going to be working on in the next few days, the next 15 days. So of course, a lot of things were installed. We have the double glazed windows that have been installed. So we are going to put those down and redo it again, because the previous contractor did not do a good job. So we're going to put them down and do it again. Yeah, of course, we are going to do a bit of soundproofing in the studio. We have to create a lobby here, and also some workstations. Yeah, so that so basically, guys, we're gonna have a lot of time outside, the space, because we're gonna have guys here working, but then we're gonna be outside the space, creating, buying new materials, because what we need for the steel, for the storage, we need to have reinforced steel. So it's gonna be a crazy 15 days. We're gonna be very, very busy to make sure we deliver on time. Yeah, of course, the studio, there's a lot of things we're going to create. I didn't want to really spill everything, because sometimes I want to surprise you with the things that we do. But of course, we have to create a bit of lighting in there. We have to create another ceiling, a false ceiling. We have to, do a bit of soundproofing, carpet installation. Again, we have to double glaze the windows again. So we're going to do it again. We're going to cut them out and do it again. So guys, it's a lot. It's exciting. And then also a lot of hard work that is going to be put in the next 15 days. So guys, I can't wait to see how everything unfolds and how we really get to finish this flip. Yeah, the storage is going to be to store cameras, for the client. We're going to store cameras, all the other things that the client needs, the umbrellas, the lights, that the client uses on a day-to-day shoots, in-house and outside the venue. So it's going to be a whole different hub that we're going to create in here. So I can't wait. I'm really excited about this. I can't wait to see how everything unfolds. Guys, just stay and keep on watching.